What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Roku with the ticker symbol ROKU. This was a viewer's request, and thank you for your donation. Remember that if you want a chart analysis guaranteed to be done, please read the description below. Before we begin, please take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate all those who have already subscribed and liked my videos. Just a reminder that this video is for entertainment purposes only, does not constitute any financial advice. I will first go over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So my first impressions is that we are in a downtrend, and then I thought if this was a Chinese stock, just because it's been going down for pretty much since July of 2021, but it's actually not. I don't believe it is. It's just a joke for all my Chinese stock investors. So you can see that the drop from the all-time high has been about 61%, and right now we are just consolidating in a tight range at the 231 level. You can see that currently prices are making lower lows, lower highs. The EMA is acting as resistance and is pointing down, so it's not a good sign for the bulls. You can see that that's a spike right here, and then prices are currently inside of a flatter channel. You can see this one right here. Let me just drag this across the screen. Let me just adjust it. So I believe this is the channel that prices are respecting and inside of currently. So we are still inside the channel, and for me, normally we don't just reverse right out of here and go back all the to the all-time high if we're inside of a channel. What we need to see is a breakout side of it and a move to a new low. So currently, since prices are consolidating right here, I think we'll probably get another push up, maybe another measured move higher, just a small one to get that breakout side of the channel. Let me show you guys that right now. You can see that this was the first thrust up, and now we're consolidating, so it looks like it's gonna do another one. And if we do get it, where will we go? Possibly to the 267 level, maybe to the 270 level. So that's where I think prices can reach. If the correction is bigger, there's a slim possibility that we can reach the probably back up to the $300 level. You can see prior that it was acting as a support, and now if we go back up to test it, it's going to be acting as resistance, because support can turn into resistance and resistance can turn into support, and it's like a nice psychological level. So I don't think we can get up there, but it's just a possibility. But even if we do get this break outside the channel, I expect a run back down to the lows. And if we do continue lower, where is my target for Roku? It's going to be a measured move down. You can see that this is the first leg down for prices, and they're currently in the formation of the second leg. And the second leg finishes at the 154 level. I'm not saying that's the bottom of the market, but this is just where prices are trying to go to. So it looks like 152 is the target for prices to reach, and it makes sense because you can see that this was the prior breakout level and it's the start of this entire move up. And then you can see that after that move up, prices created a double top. Let me show you guys that right now. So not a good sign for the bulls. Back here in July, you can see that it barely got above the previous all-time high. It just stopped everyone out, trapped in a bunch of longs who are trying to play the breakout, and reversed on them. So you can see that this level right here at the 477 was acting as resistance. You can see that prices created a double top right here, and it's just a M formation. So it just created a double top, and then from that, prices just reversed. So you want to see prices making higher highs and higher lows and push past the previous high by a good amount, and then pull back to find some type of support and just repeat the pattern. You don't want to see prices go up and barely go over the previous all-time high or the previous swing or the high, because then it just shows signs of weakness. Normally you see prices push up higher and higher. So if Roku did this, then that would have been a good opportunity to get out of the stock and move your money into some other asset. So that's just a double top pattern. You can see that throughout the market, but that's just too late now. We're looking at the current prices and where it's trying to, what it's doing and where it's trying to go. So it looks like it's just going to be correcting right now. It's just consolidating to make probably another move up. And that's if we get another move up. It'll be really bad if we just stay inside of this channel and continue lower, and then we get the break outside and move too low. It's better if we get it sooner than later, just because we need to see signs of weakness soon as possible. Not, well, that's if you're a bull. Soon as possible, before we just stay inside the channel and trend lower and lower. But I think soon we'll probably get that break outside, and I'll show you why on the weekly chart. So there's a high probability that we will get a break outside of this channel and pull back to the 270 level, but from there I'm still expecting a retest of the lows, and probably it will go to the 154 155 level. So that's everything I have for Roku. Let's go and wrap this up on the weekly chart. So here's the weekly chart for Roku, and you can see that it's pretty much we made a move up, a double top, and then prices just started reversing. You can see that we're currently extended from the EMA, so that's why I expect a pullback to it. But I still think we're going to get rejection from that level, and it's going to send prices lower one more time just to go back right to the starting point of this entire move up. I've seen this pattern play out numerous times, and it has already played out on a few stocks in the market. I'll show you guys right now. So just remember how this chart looks. You can see that there was some type of consolidation, or prices not really going anywhere for quite a time. And then there was a breakout in 2020, which led to a massive rally, but then prices stalled out and started reversing back down to the starting point. So I'm just going to show you guys a couple stocks. So let's look at Zoom Communications, the video streaming platform. So you can see that same chart right here, where we had a kind of like a small consolidation and then a big move up in 2020, and now we're slowly pulling back to the starting point. Let's go look at Peloton. Peloton's another stock. Very similar chart. You can see that was a small consolidation, and then prices broke out in 2020, and now we even pulled back right to it. So this one is already forecasting what's going to happen to those stocks. You can see they pulled back right to the starting point of this entire move. So they do this pattern throughout the market. I'm not saying it's 100%, because then everyone would be a trillionaire. But I'm just saying if you notice it, then you could profit from it. So you can see that, again, this one already pulled back to the starting point. You can see that Zillow was consolidating for quite a long time, and then the massive rally where all these stocks went up in 2020, but now it's just people taking profits, short sellers coming in, knocking the market down lower and lower. So there's just a bunch of catalysts that moved the market down, and it came back right to the starting point of the breakout. So that's why this stock, let me go back to it, Roku, looks very similar, and that's why I'm suspecting we get that move down to here. There's a high probability we reach it. I'll be surprised if we don't. There's like a 90% chance. I'll be surprised if we just start trending out of here and go all to the all-time highs. Maybe in the future, I'm just a trader, so I'm just looking at the short to medium term. So once we reach this target, probably here in March, it looks like, I think we can reach it, March or April, and then we're gonna have to analyze. Maybe we get another bounce back all the way to the all-time highs. So I don't know. Right now, it's easier to predict the short-term moves than the long-term moves. But anyway, it looks like that's how it's going to play out for Roku. Thank you for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel, since you might be surprised what you can learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.